Okay, in today's video I'm going to be covering the bigger picture on the XJO. That's the top 200 stocks in the Australian stock market. And that's what we're looking at right now. We're looking at a daily chart of an open, high, low and close bar chart. And that's what we're seeing right now. But we can see it's just compressed right up. We can see that we're going back from start of 2007, 2008, and now we're covering into 2009, getting close to where we are right now, which is getting close to the end of May 2009. And what we look at right now, look at our daily chart with two moving averages on there. Now the faster moving average is not relevant. What I want you to be looking at is a longer term moving average, because you can really determine where the trend is overall just by putting one simple moving average on there. Let's have a look here. If I just compress my chart up as much as I can, and let's just bring my chart in here and compress it up, and if I just let me just zoom this across here. Notice this longer term moving average. Look how well the market respects it there. We're going back to 2006 now, going back through here. Okay, look at this big bull run. And notice, and we know that ever since the market changed complexion back in 2003, look at this here. The market, if I just scroll back a bit more here, when the market broke down through here, this is sort of mid 2002, we had a change in direction. So this is the 200 simple 200 moving average on daily chart on the XJO. The change of direction was now the start of the bear run. Bit of a sideways action here, but overall big bear run. We had a big drop down through here, then a big pump up through here, and that started closing above the 200 moving average. This is that moving average through here. Notice we had a bit of resistance, we had a bit of a pushback first. It's crucial because that's what's happening right now. Get a bit of a pushback, and once it broke through, once we actually started creating higher highs and higher peaks above it, that was the change in direction that made it started heading back up. And notice this, as the market ran up, it stayed above it, and ever since we're in a big bull run, we've seen that it stayed above the moving average all the way up. Stayed above it, stayed above it. Look what's happening right now. If I bring this down through here, just open my chart a bit more, you can see big bull run, still going through here, still going through. You can see a nice little bounce off there. Okay, still going through. You can see a nice, look at that, almost once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5 times, a couple of times there, nicely respected it, and then away we went up. Okay, so then what actually happened is, if you notice when we start to go, if I just bring this down a little bit more, I'm just scrolling through now, bringing it to pass. You can see it came down through here, a couple of days popped down through here, but came straight back up and then suddenly got back above it. So it wasn't really stair-stepping below it. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for stair-stepping below it. Notice when I go back to here again. Okay, this is the start of 2003. Notice we had stair-stepping. Once we had the stair-stepping on the daily chart above the 200 moving average, that's when direction changed. But until then, we didn't get change of direction. But notice this here. Notice that we did not get a stair step. It just went straight down and straight back up. In fact, we got a higher low and a higher high above the moving average. So that showed bull market conditions. So once we can see the market, it actually came below. It actually broke below. Look at this here. Look at this low here, and look at this high here. That was the first lower low and first lower high of the market. Then look at the drop. Lower low, lower high, lower peak, lower trough, and long and behold, that was the first sign of our big bear run we've recently had. So when we're looking at this market, we can see that the big bear run through here, market's going overall sideways where we are right now, and now it's starting to pick back up. And notice what's happening right here. Nice little resistance off the 200 moving average. So once again, we are still in a bear market. We're still clearly set a big down market through here. We've had a nice run back up towards the 200 moving average, and now we're resting through here. If we do start to get above the 200 moving average, and not only just get above the 200 moving average, but looking for nice little stair-stepping movement, we're not just looking for a break like that. We're looking for the market to come down and start making these stair steps up. Once we start doing that, we can clearly see the buyers are now starting to come in control, and undoubtedly, I reckon we will start to see a bit of a different fundamental look to the market. Instead of this big bearish look, I reckon we could start to see some more upside if that does happen. But until then, we're still in a bear market, and the overall downward market, or overall market, is down. We're still in a bearish market, and we can clearly see it's got a bit of rejection here. Does that mean we're going to go down? No. No one knows what's going to happen here at the moment. But what we do know is, as technical analysts and as we how to read charts, we let the market decipher for ourselves. And right now, it's in a bit of an indecision mode. You can clearly see if I open up my chart a bit more through here. You can clearly see if I delete that we've really just been going from here all through here, just really overall sideways movement, not really much going. Nice big down movement, sideways up movement today. We're up about just over 2% today. So one thing we can see with looking at this market is it's overall sideways and it hasn't given us a clear direction. If we do start to break down, then it still could get down to, say, I reckon it's got to get down to, say, the 3,500 mark. But if it doesn't, it starts to break above the 200 moving average, then I reckon that the complexion and also the fundamental overview of the market is changing, and I reckon we could see more upside from this. So this is just a bit of an overview of what the Australian stock market is doing right now. The XJO top 200 stocks. Just keep a good eye on that. Right now, we still are in a bear market. Don't listen to the TV land, because last night I was watching, as I was trading the futures market, I was watching CNBC, and all these so-called professional traders came out in the market saying, "No, the bottom's in, the bottom's in, the bottom's in." You know, I declare the bottom's in. You know, and we're not going to see down that. We're not going to see these bottoms again. Blah blah blah. All this sort of stuff. But what we've got to realise is that they don't know exactly what's going to happen. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. There is no holy grail out there, and there's no one-stop solution, meaning every trade is not going to be a winner. We're going to have losers. Therefore, no one knows. No one has a system where every trade is right. Therefore, no one knows exactly what's going to happen to the market. We base our trades on probabilities. Okay, enough from that. This is it for me. This is John Howe. Thanks for listening, and I shall see you next time with another update.